Israel orders more evacuations on its northern border as fighting with Hezbollah intensifies.
President Joe Biden hosts EU leaders at the White House as the West tries to grapple with multiple global crises.
Belgium's Justice Minister resigns after an investigation into Monday's terrorist attack in Brussels. Packing up and leaving for somewhere safer. Some 20,000 people living in the northern Israeli town of Kiryat Shmona are being evacuated. It's caught in the middle of fighting between the Israeli military and the Lebanese Hezbollah armed group. The conflict has been ongoing since the Hamas attack on Israel 2 weeks ago. In Gaza, an Israeli airstrike damaged a historic Greek Orthodox church on Friday. The Palestinian Health Ministry says at least 16 people sheltering in the compound were killed. Israel's military says it was targeting a Hamas control center. On Friday, Israel ordered aid organizations to evacuate 5 schools in Gaza City. They've been housing people displaced by Israel's bombardment of the Gaza Strip. The UN says the schools are close to a hospital. Israel's campaign against Hamas militants has killed more than 4,000 Palestinians.
US President Joe Biden welcomed European Union leaders to the White House on Friday against a backdrop of multiple global crises. In a meeting, leaders stressed the importance of preventing regional escalation in the Middle East.
Working day and night to help the most vulnerable in Palestine with their urgent needs and to foster the conditions to relaunch the peace process based on a two-state solution.
The United States and the European Union are both significantly increasing their humanitarian aid to civilians in Gaza. This is crucial in view of their suffering.
The sit-down came at a moment when domestic US political chaos could further destabilise international relations. Many of Biden's shared priorities with the EU depend on getting a budget through Congress, and that's a tough task, given that the House lacks an elected speaker, and Republican divisions over aid for Ukraine could force a federal government shutdown in November.
Belgium's Justice Minister has stepped down from his post. Vincent van Quickenborne's decision follows criticism of the judiciary's handling of a case involving a Tunisian man who claimed responsibility for killing 2 Swedish nationals on Monday. An investigation into the 45-year-old found a request for his extradition to Tunisia last year was neglected by the courts.
En ook al is dit het werk van een individuele, onafhankelijke magistraat, toch wil ik mijn politieke verantwoordelijkheid nemen voor deze onaanvaardbare fout. Ik zoek geen uitvluchten, ik zoek geen excuses. Ik vind het mijn plicht om dit te doen.
Abdesalem Al-Jouani was tracked down by police on Tuesday and shot dead. The victims were in Brussels to watch Belgium play Sweden in a European Championship qualifying match. Heavy rainfall has caused flooding in parts of northern Germany. A century-old record was broken in the town of Flensburg on the border with Denmark, where the water level peaked at nearly 2.5 metres. Other coastal cities, including Kiel, Lübeck and Rostock, have also been inundated. Storm Babbitt has been lashing parts of the UK, Scandinavia and Germany since Thursday. People are being urged to stay indoors as gale-force winds and torrential rainfall continue.
Police in Warsaw have arrested a 22-year-old man over a bizarre series of thefts in a shopping centre in the Polish capital, which left security guards scratching their heads. After slipping into a clothes shop once the building was closed, police said the man put on new clothes, then froze in the shop window, pretending to be an exhibition mannequin. Before being arrested, he still had time to steal jewellery from a stand set up in one of the galleries. The man has been remanded in custody and faces a 10-year prison sentence.